Why do you think famous Roblox games are so successful? Such as Grow a Garden 2, Adopt Me, 99 Nights in the Forest, and many others. Because they understand something very important that has allowed them to be where they are. And it's not just about knowing how to program or make good maps. It is something that most developers ignore. And that is understanding the player's psychology. Basically, by understanding what the players want. Look, many of us, myself included, focus on ourselves. In other words, we develop things that we think other players will find fun. We create maps, complex mechanics, effects, and interfaces. But the games that truly succeed are the ones that understood how the player's mind works. I'll give you an example. A developer spent a long time creating his game, days and months developing it, but when he finally published it, no one played it. And after a while he realized he was creating a game that he thought was fun, but he wasn't creating what the players wanted. And in this video, I want to share 5 points that will help you understand how a player's mind works. Points that will truly get them playing your game. But first of all, you should know that this video is copied from a Spanish YouTube channel called FinitarBX. So I'll leave a link to their channel in the description, as well as the video itself in case you want to watch the original, even though it's in Spanish. And now, getting back to the topic, there is something you need to know. Everything is driven by dopamine. After all, it might take you months or years to develop your game, and players might admire the effort you put into its creation. But if you fail to persuade them, no one will play it. This is the foundation for everything we're going to cover in this video. But what is dopamine? Dopamine is a natural chemical produced by your brain that helps you feel pleasure, motivation, and well-being. In Roblox terms, whenever a player completes a level, levels up, or obtains a rare pet, their brain releases dopamine. That pleasurable sensation is what motivates them to keep playing and seek more rewards, making them want to return to your game again and again. With that in mind, let's start with the first point: progress. We are all addicted to progress. When a player sees they are advancing in something even just a little, the brain interprets it as a reward. Examples include leveling up, filling an experience bar, unlocking a new area, or simply seeing that they are very close to obtaining a rare pet. All of this triggers a release of dopamine. That feeling of achieving something, even if the progress itself is hollow, is addictive. That is why many successful games are designed to constantly display progress, and they do so very effectively. A clear example is Grow a Garden. It is not just about handing out big rewards, but about ensuring the player feels they are always moving forward. Second place, showing off. Players love to show off. They like feeling superior to other players. Just think about how many of us are like that. Whether it's having a high level, a legendary plant, an exclusive pet, or seeing our name on a leaderboard, and so on. That feeling of being different, it not only instills pride but also triggers a dopamine rush as players feel recognized or admired by others. You see this all the time in popular games. Players who pour immense effort, even wasting their lives, into acquiring rare items, just to stand out from the crowd in a game made of blocks. And the harder an item is to obtain, the more valuable they feel. And that generates motivation, and a cycle in which the player constantly seeks to improve their appearance or standing within the game, not just for fun, but for the status it represents. Third place, FOMO. Essentially, FOMO is the fear of missing out, and it is one of the most powerful drivers. It kicks in when a player feels that if they don't jump into the game right now, they will miss a unique opportunity, whether it's a limited time event, an exclusive skin available only briefly, a daily reward, or an update everyone is talking about. This is very common in popular games. Games featuring time-limited item drops available for only a few hours, rewards earned by logging in on consecutive days. That fear of missing out creates a sense of urgency, but also triggers a dopamine rush. When a player manages to secure such a limited reward, the brain interprets it as a valuable victory. FOMO keeps players hooked and active. They no longer log in just for fun, but because they feel compelled to play so they don't miss out on something important. It becomes part of their daily routine, until they secure it. Just imagine how macabre FOMO is making your players view your game as a job. Fourth place, feeling smart. Players love feeling smart and superior to others. For instance, you could give them a combat system. It might be simple at first, but players will gradually learn and master it. Another example would be a movement system in a shooter, where players discover new ways to use it, pulling off combos, dodging, or taking advantage of specific mechanics. This makes them feel they've improved through their own effort, rather than just because they have better gear or got lucky. Fifth place, community. This is frequently seen in games, even those that aren't mainstream, that allow players to cooperate, compete, or simply hang out together. And while it may seem like a social, rather than a psychological factor, community also triggers the release of dopamine. Players enjoy feeling part of a group, gaining recognition, or having a good time with others. Just think about how many of us have spent so much time playing a game with a group of friends, compared to playing it alone. You might forget a missed prize or a specific reward, but you'll never forget the incredible experience you shared with your friends. That's why, when a game creates a space where players can socialize and help one another, it stops being just a simple game and transforms into a social experience. Now that you understand how a player's mind works, you realize that creating a good game isn't just about excellent programming or building incredible maps. It's about connecting with human emotions. Start observing and studying popular games. What do they do differently? What is it that draws players in? What keeps them hooked? Just look at what the masses are consuming these days. Your game might have bugs, it might be very simple, and the animations might be quite basic, but if you manage to win players over, they'll keep playing. That's all for now. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.